What's going on, Ravens Lounge, Ravens Flock? Just want to briefly touch on that Ravens Steelers game to get my post post game thoughts and opinions. Um, we all saw the game. We all saw what happened. So many fingers to point blame to. So many things happened. Should have been a very easy game, easy win. The Steelers were not good at all. Um, but we beat ourselves. We beat ourselves with fumbles, with drop passes, with poor coaching decisions, with bad offensive line play. So many things, man. So many things to point out with that game. And were very frustrating. But one thing I want to say is I don't want to place full blame on Lamar. He really delivered a lot of those passes. Um, he looked good, the times where he had protection and stuff like that. So I don't want to put full blame on Lamar saying like, oh, this was a Lamar thing. He had a fumble that he lost because Ronnie Stanley could not contain one of their linebackers. Um, he threw that interception late, you know what I'm saying? Joey Porter Jr. It's supposed to be a back shoulder fade or a jump ball to OBJ. I didn't see any of that, so that was kind of a bad pass on him. But outside of that, man, he's putting the balls on the money. So wide receivers dropped all these passes, you know what I'm saying? Touchdowns, big plays. It was just a lot of drops, man. We all saw it. Everybody's covered it. Um, you can't win games if you can't progress down the field, or if you're in the red zone and the money zone and you're not coming up with those big catches, man. I know Bateman feels like crap because he had it. It was in his hands, and we go up. We go up instead of 10, we go up 14, and that could have swayed the outcome of the game. Um, Yeah, it's just a lot of woulda, coulda, shouldas, and it's just unfortunate because that game should have been an easy win in the bag. Um, it's just unfortunate, man. We are 3-2. We should be 5-0. That close game was a fluke as well. But again, we beat ourselves, man. We beat ourselves with poor coaching decisions, and something I want to really touch on when we do get together, me and Harvey. You know what I'm saying? Is it time for John Harbaugh to go, man? Like, ah, like I say this all the time. He is a player's coach, but he is not a take command and tell your offense like, hey, this is what we doing. It ain't no, hey, should we go for it here? Should we? Like, sometimes you shouldn't have the opinion of the players telling you what play to play next, or should we go for this, or should we go for that? Like he's always like four players, which is cool. It's great in the locker rooms, get camaraderie. But I need somebody that's that I can count on. Like, yo, you the coach. Like, put the plays in perspective. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't know. I don't know if the head coach and the offensive coordinator even communicate because there's some plays that I just be like, what are we doing here? Like Todd Monkey, you know what I'm saying? Like some of the plays be like, is this what we call him right here, right now? Does John Harbaugh approve of that? Does he like sign off on that, or he just let him rock and do whatever? And he just called like the timeouts and stuff like that. Like I just don't understand the levels of breakdown between head coach, offensive coordinator, especially with the Ravens. Like it just seems like he let the players do whatever the hell they want, and he only calls timeouts and stuff like that. Rarely challenges plays like red flag and stuff. Well, I just don't know, like, because you say you want to give Lamar free reign, you know what I mean, to run this offense. But like when you when you call in these type of plays, like what free reign are you really giving him? When he don't have no pass protection, and your wide receivers, just throwing up their hands plenty of times was they just he like I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. You know, so it's like the levels of communication between GM, head coach, offensive coordinator, quarterback, to linemen to players. It's bad on offense, bro. It's really bad. Like, there's no consistency and fluidity. That's a word to our offense. Like every week, and granted, injuries. You know what I'm saying? So we understand why it's not going to look the same week to week because every week we got a different set of guys out there. I get it. You know what I'm saying? So you got to make crazy adjustments. But it's just like we don't even look like a complete a football team that's on the same page week to week. Like every week, it's just like, yo, do we know the scheme? Like, do we know like what did we practice last week? Do we even know what the day to day look like? What is the game plan for this week? What is the game plan for the Steelers? What is the game plan going in week to week? Because it don't look like they know. Like they just guessing. It really do. It look like they guessing, and it really frustrating to watch because it's like y'all don't know what's going on. Of course, the fans gonna be like, "Yo, what's happening?" Every play, what is happening? Why did we run that? Why are we doing that? Why don't the receivers look ready and out of place? Why are we not running Gus Edwards 100 times a game? Like I don't understand a lot of things that the offensive is doing, and it's very frustrating to watch because we should be putting up 20, 40 points per game. You know, with this immaculate play calling that they had at Georgia, I don't see any of that. You know what I mean? They not scheming OBJ. They not running no crazy routes for Zay to get wide open. Like you look at Dolphins and you look at like the Bills and you look at the Chiefs. Certain skill position players are schemed on the field in ways that like they covered by a lineman or a linebacker or a safety. They're out of position, so they're gonna break away. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't have any of those plays that I've seen the Ravens run, and that's what I thought in my mind. I'm like, yo, you got five wide, you got all this talent on the field. Nobody should be locked up. Somebody should be screeching down the field like this, and I haven't seen it yet. It's been 5 weeks, and I haven't seen anything productive or creative or special from Todd Monken, and that's frustrating for me because it's like you got the talent on the field, regardless if even if Lamar is pressured or rushed, in that pocket, and he only get a 3-step drop or he's running around, he's scrambling. Somebody should be open, you know what I'm saying, screaming down the field if that play design is like that. But if your play design is mediocre and little league, nobody gonna be open. And it shows. It's just very, very frustrating, bro. And like the whole Steelers team and the Colts team that just wasn't good. They not good. And that's what make it even worse because like they feel like they got one up. We should have swept them. Should be 2-0 in the division with the Steelers. A clean sweep. And now they feel like they even have a fighting chance. And they shouldn't. They shouldn't have a fighting chance. They were not good. They were not good. The best team did not win. We beat ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Just a piss poor performance, man. And I watched the game in real time and just complete utter disappointment, shock, and awe. Like, we can't really be doing this. Like, so many opportunities came at the end of that game. We got the fumble. It was the interception. I can't remember. We on the inside the 10-yard line, and we don't run the ball. And we throw a weak slant pass right to Joey Porter. It's like so many moments. We shouldn't even got there. Just like the Colts game, we shouldn't even have got to that. It shouldn't even got to that. But we kept getting gifts and more gifts and more gifts, and we squander it. Like we squander the field position, we squander points. We don't take the points. We don't kick. You know what I'm saying? Like I just don't know as a whole what the offensive coordinator is doing, what John Harbaugh is doing, and since it trickles down to the players don't know what the hell they doing. It just doesn't look like a successful game plan, successful practice to successful domination on the offensive side of the ball. Everybody look like they guessing. They just plugging and playing people, and nobody knows what they really doing. Now, I did hear on that fourth down, 4th and 2, that it was Linderbaugh that hiked the ball. And he wasn't supposed to. They supposed to run down that clock. It was Linderbaugh that was supposed to he said he saw a Steeler jump early, but in hindsight, when they actually looked at the tape, nobody jumped. So he hiked that ball, and Lamar wasn't ready. And Lamar not being ready, everybody else ran a route that they had no business running. He threw it to Zay, way behind. Zay was looking forward. Ball came like this, and Zay don't even know the ball coming to him. That's how that all broke down. What I heard somebody explain that. But just stuff like that, it just further backs what I'm talking about as the level of communication breakdown between the head coach, offensive coordinator, to Lamar's head in the headset, to the offensive line, to his wide receivers, to his backs. Nobody has a consistent level of communication, and the offense shows, but they just look out of touch. They don't look like a well-oiled machine. Defense, they look way more efficient, even with random players. You know what I mean? Just plug and play players. They don't even have everybody at their top position playing. We bring Marlowe back, but he was definitely 50%. He got burned. But the defense still makes it happen. That front seven still make it happen. Offense, the only time we look good was when we played the Bengals, and that was a line that wasn't even our original line. But we had a flawless game that game, offense and defense. It was flawless. What happened to that? Do we need to stick with that lineup? Get Ronnie out of there? Because Ronnie was getting beat. You feel me? Linderbaugh making crazy mistakes. So we need Mustafa and Makari and Falele. Like, these need to be Falalele. Falalele. Do these need to be our guys? You know what I mean? Going forward, because they played a phenomenal game week 2 against the Bengals, and they look in sync. And we come back and thinking we got our guys. Everybody's so excited. We got our guys, and we look crazy. We look so unhinged and so out of pocket, so out of place. It's frustrating to watch, bro. Like, that game should have been 40-3, man. All them drop passes and all them drop touchdowns. It's just unheard of, man. And it's frustrating being a Ravens fan because we have so much potential and we beat ourselves every single time. We got so much talent, and I don't know if we're not using our players right because of the offensive coordinator, or we just literally just squandering it, like, with our mistakes. Combination of everything, man. But yeah, like I said, we might be shooting a podcast later this week. But those are just my little post game thoughts. Everybody, of course, had the same feelings about, but just had to get it out there. But we'll go more in depth on it. You know what I'm saying, as far as grades and performance and injury updates and predicting for the future and all that good stuff. But I just had to give you something, man, because something got changed. I'm tired of saying the same thing every year. I'm tired of feeling the same way every year. Oh man, we got all these guys on paper. Finally got wide receivers. Finally got this. Our running backs are healthy. Da da da. Injury bug. And then we losing to mediocre or poor teams, like, and John Harbaugh's been giving the same speech. We play tough. Our guys play tough. We play well. Our guys play. No, we didn't. We didn't play well. You did not coach well. We didn't play well, bro. Like, I don't know why all this motivational crap, and that's why I keep saying he is a player's coach, which is good for morale and good for players. But people like Patrick Queen, like, we played terribly, and that's what I like to hear. Like, accountability, man. Like, we need to hear when y'all mess up, y'all mess up. That's what we need to hear. We don't want to sugarcoat nothing and be like, oh yeah, well, we'll get them next time, and tough loss and all that media. Nah, man, we miss that grittiness. We miss passion. I want to see you cry. I mean, these guys now, Rashad Bateman deleted his Twitter. What does that mean? Bro, I need to see you on the jug catching 1,000 balls. That's how I know you really give it at. You deleting your Twitter because you don't want to hit a backlash and because you feel like, oh, I'm a failure because I didn't drop that touchdown in my first day back. Bro, that's adversity. Show me something. Show me you want to be here. Show me you a man of your character. Show me something other than deleting your Twitter. That does nothing for me. That means you're scared of the media and the backlash and our opinions as fans. You know you messed up. We know you messed up. So what you gonna do about it? Delete your Twitter? That don't sit right for me. That don't do nothing for me, bro. Get on that jug, 1,000 catches every day until London. And they probably out there now because they got 9:30 game. You need to be practicing and catching and run around with that football in your hand, man. Like, we need some accountability, bro, from the coaches and the players. Like, it need to be a lot more discipline. Not a lot of stuff need to be cleaned up. It need to be a lot more change, bro. It need to be a lot more, and it's just we Ravens fans are sick of it. Talking about the same thing every week, same thing every year. We know the changes, and even when y'all went out and did a majority of the things we asked for, it still seemed like the same old story. Y'all got the new GM, y'all got the new offensive coordinator, y'all got the new players, y'all got all of that. Woo! Thank you. But about time. Now you get all that, and it still look like the same old story. So it's just I go on and on about it, but that's just how I feel. It's my post game thoughts. Um, am I optimistic? Yeah, because like I said, we lose to teams we shouldn't lose to. So do I think we're gonna the rest of the season is going to hell? No, I don't. I feel like we can't keep losing these games that are easy pickings. That we go down that list and be like Dub, and we get an L, and this is like how are we now we 8-8. How are we 8-8? How do we get here? We should be undefeated. You know what I'm saying? So it's just going forward. I feel like we're gonna handle the teams that play us tough. You know what I'm saying? That really matter. That we supposed to lose. That's the games we win. And the teams that we look like cakewalk, that's the ones we lose to. So I just need that to change. I need that I need that narrative to change, and I need us to play hard and play fast and play smart. Um, and man, that's about it. That's my post game thoughts. In the Ravens lounge. Well, I'm outside at work. Just had to get this off my chest. And appreciate y'all, man. Tune in soon. We're gonna shoot the podcast. Recap of week 6. Week 5? Week 6. I don't know. I'm out.